Ryan's World is more than just a popular YouTube channel. It's a multi-million-dollar business empire. As Ryan gets older, is the line between childhood fun and corporate marketing becoming dangerously blurred? It's time to rethink how we use children in entertainment. Shouldn't we prioritize their happiness over profit? So without further ado, let's get into the case. Ryan's World is like the Willy Wonka of YouTube, but instead of chocolate, it's toys. Imagine a world where a young boy opens endless gifts and plays with all the coolest toys. That's Ryan Kaji's life, or at least that's what it looks like on screen. With his bright smile and endless enthusiasm, Ryan has become a sensation. Kids love him because he's just like them, full of energy, curiosity, and a love for fun. Parents, however, might see things differently. Behind the laughter and play, there's a powerful marketing engine at work. Ryan's World is not just about playtime. It's a business, and that business is selling products. The real question is, should a child be the face of a billion-dollar business, especially one that targets other kids? Kids are naturally drawn to other kids, especially when they see someone like Ryan having fun. When Ryan opens a new toy and shows it off with a big smile, other kids want that toy too. It's like a chain reaction. Ryan gets excited, kids watching get excited, and before you know it, they're begging their parents for the same toy. This isn't just play, it's a masterclass in advertising. But here's the catch. Kids don't know they're being advertised to. When they see Ryan having fun, they just think it's a cool video, not a commercial. This is where it gets tricky. Is it fair to use a child's fun to sell things to other children who don't understand they're being marketed to? Ryan's World is more than a YouTube channel, it's a merchandising powerhouse. There are Ryan's World toys, backpacks, t-shirts, and even a TV show. You name it, Ryan's face is probably on it. This little boy's name is a brand worth millions. It's like if your favorite cartoon character suddenly came to life and started telling you to buy stuff. And here's where things get a bit uncomfortable. Ryan is not just a character, he's a real child. Turning a real kid into a commercial brand blurs the line between reality and marketing. It sends the message that even in real life, people can be brands. It's a lot to wrap your head around, especially for a child. Think about it this way. When we were kids, playtime was just playtime. You grabbed your favorite toy and let your imagination run wild. But now, with kids watching Ryan's World, playtime is tied to specific products. The toys they play with, the clothes they wear, even the games they play, all are influenced by what they see on Ryan's World. It's as if Ryan's World is shaping the way kids think about fun. But is this the kind of fun we want to promote? The kind that comes with a price tag and a brand logo? And then there's the issue of how this impacts Ryan himself. We see him smiling and playing, but how much of this is genuine fun and how much is work? Being a YouTube star might seem like a dream, but it's also a job. There are videos to shoot, brands to promote, and appearances to make. For Ryan, his childhood is not just about school and playdates, it's about maintaining a brand. It's a lot of pressure for anyone, let alone a child. Sure, Ryan might enjoy some of it, but what happens when it stops being fun? What happens when the cameras stop rolling? These are questions that make you wonder if this is really the best way for a child to spend his early years. Advertising to kids has always been a sensitive issue. We know that kids are easy to influence. They see something cool and they want it. That's why there are strict rules about how companies can advertise to children, but Ryan's World operates in a gray area. YouTube isn't traditional TV, and it's not held to the same standards. This loophole means that kids are exposed to a lot more advertising than they realize, and because it's coming from someone they trust, a fellow kid, it's even more persuasive. Ryan's World has been criticized for not always being clear about what's sponsored content and what's not. When kids can't tell the difference, it's easy for them to be misled. Ryan's World reflects the changing landscape of children's entertainment. Gone are the days when kids gathered around the TV to watch Saturday morning cartoons. Now they're on tablets and phones, watching real kids play with real toys. This shift brings new challenges. Parents now have to navigate a world where content creators are also advertisers and where entertainment is just another word for marketing. It's a complex environment and one that we need to approach carefully. We need to ask ourselves, are we okay with this? Is this the kind of entertainment we want for our kids? Shouldn't children be learning about the world, exploring their creativity, and developing real-life skills rather than being trained as mini-consumers? There's no denying that Ryan's World is a success story. It's entertaining, it's profitable, and it's everywhere. But success doesn't mean there aren't issues. It's time to have an honest conversation about what it means to have a child at the center of a brand like Ryan's World. Is it ethical to use a child's influence to market products to other children? Is it okay to turn childhood into a commercial venture? These are tough questions and the answers aren't simple, but we need to ask them. Because if we don't, we risk sending the wrong message to an entire generation. We risk teaching kids that their value is in what they own, not who they are. Ryan's world needs to stop. Not because it's all bad, it's brought joy to millions and has created a new kind of entertainment, but because we need to think about the bigger picture. Ryan isn't going to stay a kid forever. He's growing up, and soon enough, he'll outgrow the toys and games that made him famous. What happens then? Can a brand built on childhood innocence keep going when the child is no longer so innocent? We need to ensure that the media our kids consume is healthy, honest, and good for their development. We need to put the well-being of our children before profits. After all, Ryan might be the most famous kid in the world, but he's not going to be a kid forever. He's already growing up, and with that comes the question of what happens next. How do we transition from a child star to a teenager, and then to an adult when your entire identity has been built around being a kid? Maybe it's time we let Ryan be a kid again. Maybe it's time we all take a step back from the screen and remember what childhood is really about. If we continue down this path, we might just find that the most famous kid in the world has turned into something he never asked to be, a brand ambassador for life. And that's a future that should make us all think twice. What did you think about it? Drop in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content about other things in this world. If you have any other ideas you would like us to share, let me know in the comments. Stay curious. I'll see you in the next video.